right, Bob Radosha, Columbia Road. I wasn't prepared for this, and I didn't realize that I was really the proponent of this. I thought I was just addressing a warrant article put out before by others, the other registered voters. I didn't realize. I know, but I guess I didn't realize I became the proponent at that. I guess.
Well, who proposed it?
But it's okay. I was.
Made the speech.
I was doing something. I was trying to make a compromise to a situation that I thought was going bad. All right, and so this is the face that goes with the name. All right, so for what it's worth. But my primary concern has to do with the dust and dirt that gets blown around. I've had it coming into my house, on my car, other places. Now, and after town meeting, I was saying to myself, did we go too far? Was it necessary? I hate to see this. But actually, one contractor approached me the night before and said, do anything but don't take away the spring and fall cleanup. Or he made reference to, don't take that away. And so I said, that's what my plan is. Anyhow, I said, gee, was it too far? No, it wasn't, because I still see signs of it. I was at the restaurant Friday morning with my grandson down in East Arlington, and I was sitting there. I looked across the street through a driveway between two commercial properties, and I thought it was a fire. There was a cloud of dust that went up 25 feet, and it was whipping across over toward, and it was somebody in with a leaf blower cleaning the driveway. I wish I had my camera. I didn't. Now, it wasn't any of these guys, because they're responsible. They know what they're doing. This was a rogue landscaper somewhere, but that's my concern. And he was there well over an hour doing it, because when I came back from the Heights after going up there on the bus and so forth, it was still going on. This time we were blowing water down into the street. So that's my issue, and I think there's a way of perhaps getting around that without going through all of this and just asking for some restraint. But we have what we have right now. My understanding is that this probably wouldn't go into effect until next year anyway, if it came back okay. So to rush into doing something in the next 3 or 4 months, which they're going to do anyway because the ban isn't in effect, wait till the spring and come back and try it again. And in the meantime, perhaps they can show how good we can be about kind of containing it, restraining it. You know, at times I think I see the big backpack, the blower, and I'm watching a World War II movie with Marines going up the hill with their flamethrowers. I mean, I think it's sometimes a little bit overkill in small residential areas. So I'd ask maybe they can show some restraint and we'll kind of feel better about it, and maybe it'll all go away. Okay?
I agree with you. It should be restrictions, not banning, but nonetheless, banning is what's in front of us. There is another issue with this. Right now, we, the town of Arlington, are allowed to use leaf blowers, but not on private property. So there's also that issue related to this warrant article. Adam, do you want to speak on this, or do you want to add anything else before we vote?
No, I have nothing further to add.
Okay. Yeah. No.
I do have one editorial comment that I wanted to make earlier, and that is we scheduled 2 hearings on this, and no one came to either one. Yeah. And I really wish that we'd had that process. Mm-hmm. The committee process can be boring and tedious, but it generally results in a better product, and I think that we would be in a place with a lot less controversy if we'd had a better process on this. And I really regret that we didn't get a chance to have a good public discussion beforehand.
Right.
And could I just say to the previous speaker's point, I believe, and town council can correct me if I'm wrong, that now the town meeting is closed and everything goes into the state, I think we'll hear back sometime in August, early September, at the latest.
Usually third week in September or so, but then the new bylaws have to be published for 2 weeks in the Advocate with 1 week intervening, so it's usually early October before bylaws become effective.
Mm-hmm. So we're talking about this probably won't take effect before October 15th, so it doesn't affect this year at this point in time. Okay. I think it's pretty clear where the board stands on this. So this is on Mrs. Mahan's motion, which I asked her to make, and I thank her for that. And I see it's going down. All those in favor of the Board of Selectmen putting this question on the ballot in the spring? And I'm going to separate it because then I'm going to recommend we put together
I'll
this
take
committee.
that friendly amendment
Okay.
to make it 2 separate motions.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Poor Kevin.
It was a kind of quiet vote in here. All those opposed, say nay.
Nay.
4 to 1, and so, to those of you in back, you can continue to follow that process if you would like, and that's where we're at this point. But, Ms. Mahan, would you make the motion, because I still think we should put together a warrant article. Well, let's wait until after this special election. Let's see if they call for a special election by Thursday, okay? And who would they do that through? Okay. So Marie Krapelka, what you do is you'd come in here to the selectman's office, you'd submit those signatures, and then Marie will call a special town meeting, a special selectman's meeting, probably for next Monday night, I would guess. That's within the time frame allowed? Oh, that's Memorial Day.
So my motion would be, first pending the initiation
Yeah.
of 864 certified registered voters to call for a special election, that we request the chairman. And do you also want to have the caveat that this committee doesn't meet unless at least 20% of the voters come out and there is a positive
That's why I say,
vote?
let's just wait and let that process
So with the
play out.
caveat
Because
that,
the warrant won't be until next spring.
We don't request-
But I intend to put together a group to bring out a warrant
Before,
article based on restrictions and
So the
stuff. but
caveat will be,
We'll vote on that next year and.
pending 20%, and if the leaf ban blower is overturned, that we then direct the chairman to put together the committee he cited previously, and/or any additions, amendments, or
Try and develop a
deletions.
cooperative
So that would be my motion.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Yeah. And I'll report back to you. Did you want to say something?
I was curious about the process. I just heard something that was very surprising to me, and I wanted to make sure that
Okay.
I understood is that appropriate?
Yeah, of course.
So signatures go to the clerk to be certified, or do they go to you and then you?
After no, I'll
After
get
we
the signatures.
I'm
then
sorry,
I'll get the signatures, and then I'll take them to the town clerk's office, and then they will certify them.
State law is full of surprises.
It is, and then after they're certified, my understanding, correct me, Juliana, you have 5 days to meet
Yeah.
to discuss what day you want to have an election and the whole thing.
Well, you
Thank-
have to wait at least 5 days.
Right.
Oh, we
Have
have
to
to wait
wait at
5
least
days
5
before
days.
calling a select.
I'm
Yes.
sorry if I wasn't clear.
Yeah.
And that's, it's not specific in the law, but that's probably to give
Yeah.
the clerk an opportunity.
Well, we'll
to
do it
the
quickly, and it
certification.
probably would be in June. I mean,
I would
don't
say
see it
June.
any other way.
Yeah.
but this is- Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you all.
All those in-
George, is George Late still here? George, I'm going to rely on you to keep us informed of what's going on with all of them in terms of, all right, the signatures would need to be into our office through Marie by Thursday. Okay?
And you have to have the
Vice chairman's trying to get you.
Yes, sorry.
I think we haven't taken a vote on Diane's motion yet.
Oh, okay, all those in favor, did we second?
I did. Yeah.
All right, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Which is, whatever the result of this, if we do call a special election, the chairman still intends to pull together a committee to try and develop a warrant article that would be satisfying to everybody as best we can. Okay? Thanks, George. All right, so we're back to the regular agenda.